Hello everybody, Monsters and Tales tell about stories all across North American mythology. Here we go. Number 24. Mo'u. Mo'u are shape-shifting lizard spirits in Hawaiian mythology. Mo'u often take the form of monstrous reptile, tiny gecko, or humans. They were revered as aumakua and could have power over the weather and water. They were amphibious, and many fish ponds in Hawaii were believed to be home to a mo'u. When a mo'u dies, its performed body becomes part of the landscape. Most of the time, mo'u were found to be females. 23. Agropelter. The Agropelter is a fearsome critter said to inhabit hollow trees of the conifer woods from Maine to Oregon. It doesn't like anything crossing its path or coming into its territory. If they come close enough, it will hurl wood, splinters, and branches at the intruders. Some have described the creature as a hairy humanoid similar to a Sasquatch, but slightly smaller. However, the Agropelter is not a Bigfoot. Number 22. Alkali Lake Monster. The Alkali Lake Monster is a gargantuan, horned alligator-like beast that is reputed to lurk in the depths of Nebraska's famed Alkali Lake. The monster is claimed to be approximately 40 feet long with rough, grayish-brown skin. Number 21. Chupacabra. The Chupacabra is a legendary creature or cryptid in the folklore part of the Americas. The name comes from the animal's reported in vampirism. The Chupacabra is said to attack and drink the blood of livestock, including goats. Number 20. Altamaha-ha. The Altamaha-ha is a cryptid in the Altamaha River in southern Georgia, in North America. In addition to sightings, it has been the subject of many myths and much lore during the time of its discovery by the local Tama Native American tribe in the state of Georgia, which predates British English colonization. Number 19. Urayuli. Urayuli are a cryptid race of creatures that live in the woodland areas of southwestern Alaska. Stories of the Urayuli describe them as standing 10 feet tall with longish, shaggy fur and luminescent eyes. They are said to emit a high-pitched cry resembling that of a loon. Their long, lanky arms have been described as reaching down to their ankles. Rumored to live in the forest near the area of Lake Iliamna, the Urayuli are said to be peaceful creatures unlike the Kushtaka of southeastern Alaska. It is said that Urayuli can transform children who become lost in the woods at night. It is possible that his tail was started to keep children indoors at night. Number 18. La Llorona. La Llorona is a thankful ghost in Mexican folklore who is said to roam near bodies of water mourning her children, whom she drowned in a jealous rage after discovering her husband was unfaithful to her. Whoever hears her crying either suffers misfortune or death, and their life becomes unsuccessful in every field. 17. Bigfoot. Bigfoot, also referring to as Sasquatch, is a large and hairy human-like mythical creature alleged by some to inhabit forests in North America, particularly in the Pacific Northwest. Bigfoot is featured in both American and Canadian folklore, and since in the mid-20th century has grown into a cultural icon, permeating popular culture and becoming the subject of its own distinct subculture. Number 16. Kushtaka. The Kushtaka are mythical shape-shifting creatures found in the folklore of the Tilinga peoples of the Pacific Northwest coast of North America. They are similar to the Wasta of the Tsesian people, Natina of the Dainanin, Native Alaskans of South-Central Alaska, and the Urayuli of the Yupik Western Alaska. Number 15. Qalupalik. In Inuit mythology, the Qalupalik are creatures that live along Arctic shorelines near ice floes. They are said to steal children that wander too close to the water. This myth is believed to serve the purpose of protecting children from a dangerous environment and keeping from the wandering too close to the ice. Number 14. Tupilaq. In Greenlandic Inuit mythology, the Tupilaq is a monster or carving fabricated by an Angakuk by using various objects such as animal parts and even parts taken from the corpses of children. The creature was given life by the ritualistic chants. It was then placed into the sea to seek and destroy a specific enemy. Number 13. Thunderbird. The Thunderbird is a mythological bird-like spirit in North American indigenous peoples' history and culture. It is considered a supernatural being of power and strength. It is frequently depicted in the art, songs, in oral histories of many Pacific Northwest coast cultures, but is also found in various forms among some peoples of the American Southwest, U.S. East Coast, Great Lakes, and Great Plains. Number 12. The Jersey Devil. The Jersey Devil is a creature native to the Pine Barrens of New Jersey. It is often described as having hooves, a snake tails, bat wings, and a head that looks something like a horse. While there are many stories detailing the origin of the Jersey Devil, signs have been reported beginning in the 1700s and continuing on until the past decade. The creature is deeply rooted in folklore and legend in the area, and is still midly popular in various media, from sports teams to video games. Number 11. The Indy Devil. The Indy Devil is an evil spirit or a cryptid reported from the Atlantic Ocean islands and southern United States, including Bermuda, Barbados, the Bahamas, Florida, South Carolina, and Georgia. 10. Tata Duende. The Tata Duende is a supernatural creature appearing in cultural folklore stories, mostly invented in the Creole cultures. Tata Duende is considered a powerful spirit that protects animals in the jungle. Though is believed to lack thumbs, there are many stories that have been passed from the generation to generation to warn against the spirit. The creature has appeared on a postage stamp of Belize as part of a series on Belizean folklore. The name Tata Duende comes from the Yucatec Maya word Tata, meaning grandfather or old, and the word duende is Spanish for goblin. The Spanish term duende originated as a contraction of the phrase dueño de casa or duende casa, possessor for a house, and was originally conceptualized as a mischievous spirit inhabiting a house. It is said that if you encounter him in the forest, you must show your hands with the thumbs hidden, or he will break them off. Yet, he is rituated as a caring spirit. Number 9. El Cadejo. El Cadejo is a supernatural spirit that appears as a dog-shaped creature with blue eyes when it is calm and red eyes when it is attacking. It roams around isolated roads at night. According to Central American folklore of an indigenous origin, there is a good of white Cadejo and an evil black Cadejo. But for spirits that appear at night to travelers, the white Cadejo protects them from harm and danger during their journey, while the black Cadejo tries to kill them. They usually appear in the form of a large shaggy dog with burning eyes and goat's hooves, although in some areas they have more rough characteristics. According to the stories, many have tried to kill the black Cadejo but have failed and perished. It is said that the Cadejo is killed, it is smell terrible for several days, and then its body will disappear. Some Guatemalan Salvadorian folklore also tells of a Cadejo that protects drunk people against anyone who tries to hurt them. When the Cadejo is near, it is said to bring a strong goat-like smell. Turning one's back on the Cadejo or speaking to it are said to induce insanity. Number 8. La Ciguapa. La Ciguapa is a mythological creature of the Dominican Republic folklore. They are commonly described as having human female form with brown or dark blue skin, backward-facing feet, and very long manes of smooth, glossy hair that covers their bodies. They supposedly inhabit the high mountains of the Dominican Republic. Number 8. Güije. Güije are mythical creatures in Cuban folklore that live in bodies of fresh water. Although their physical description varies between sources, they are often depicted as short-statured, black-skinned hominids. Some depictions resemble stereotypical African pygmies, while others resemble monstrous hairy beasts. They are often naked or scantily clad in. Number 6. Yeho. The Yeho is a cryptid reported from several islands of the Caribbean, including Cuba, the Bahamas, Hispaniola, Trinidad, and Puerto Rico, and specifically from Fresh Creek on Andros Island and from Long Island, both in the Bahamas. They are variably described as monkey to bear-sized and hairy with dangerous bear-like claws and backwards-facing feet. According to various authors, they walk upright, can reproduce with human women, live in the woods and cry Yeho, or live in caves and only come out at night. Number 5. Dover Demon. The Dover Demon is a creature reportedly sighted on April 21 to 22, 1977 in Dover, Massachusetts, a town about 15 miles, 24 kilometers southwest of downtown Boston. While explanations have been proposed, the sightings remain unresolved. Number 4. Bunnyman. The Bunnyman is an urban legend that originated from 2 incidents in Fairfax County, Virginia in 1970, but it has been spread throughout the Washington, D.C. and Maryland areas. The legend has many variations. Most involve a man wearing a rabbit costume who attacks people with an axe or hatchet. Number 3. El Cucuy. El Cucuy is a boogeyman-like weasel in Latin American folklore. Gloucester sea serpent. The Gloucester sea serpent is a legendary creature reportedly seen and around off the coast of Gloucester, Massachusetts, in Cape Ann area in the United States. The heyday of sightings began in August 1870 and continued in 1818 to 1819, described as a massive serpent-like creature with humps along its back. The Gloucester sea serpent has been the subject of numerous sightings and tales of encounters by fishermen and sailors. The earliest alleged sighting of such a creature off Cape Ann was recorded in 1638 by John Jesselyn. Occasional sightings continued in the 21st century. Number 1. The Wendigo. The Wendigo is a cannibalistic spirit resembling a zombie. In some forms, the Wendigo is the size of a human, while in other forms it can be 15 feet tall. The earliest description of the Wendigo was that of similar appearance to a corpse with a skeleton-like thin body with gray skin, sunken eyes, bloody lips, yellow fangs, and a long, slimy tongue. Later myths say that the Wendigo is a lipless ape with giant fangs that devours human flesh. It can turn a person into a Wendigo, which was one of the worst curses of the Algonquian-speaking Native Americans of Canada. Thank you for watching this video.